If you like movies, well, guess what? So do we. That's why we created a new channel. It's called Good Critic, Bad Critic, where a Brit, a Yank, and yours truly, the biggest Muppet in the world, try to make sense of all the movies that we just saw. And we have a great time doing it, and we talk nonsense. Check it out. There's a link in the description below this video, and there's also a link on the main channel page. And if you check it out and you don't like it, just tell us to f*** off. Hello, my fellow Muppeteers. It's good to see you again, and welcome back to the channel. Mr. Murdoch has sent this in. This is Rich Hall summarizes Tom Cruise films, and I feel like I came across this recommendation from Mr. Murdoch here at kind of the perfect time, even though this will probably end up on YouTube a month later down the road or something like that. But as I'm recording this, Tom Cruise is out with his new Mission Impossible movie, which I think is supposed to be the last one, but I mean, how many times have they probably said that? I've only seen a couple of Mission Impossible movies, so maybe I'm missing out. Maybe they just keep getting better and better, but I've seen like the first like 3 maybe. So I've never been super big into those. I love the Top Gun Maverick movie though. That was really cool. My favorite Tom Cruise movie is definitely The Last Samurai. I am obsessed with that movie. I love it to death. Excuse me, losing my voice there. But Rich Hall. So it's, as I'm recording this, it's Tom Cruise season here in the United States, I guess. I don't know. Rich Hall is going to talk about Tom Cruise films in this clip from Live at the Apollo. And I know you guys have said we can't have him back, so he's yours, right? I'm not going to fight you on that. But I'd be interested in hearing Rich Hall's take on Tom Cruise films. He says they're all the same. I feel like the last 10, 15 years they are. Except for his, I don't even know if you would call it a Tom Cruise movie, but him as Les Grossman in Tropic Thunder. I wouldn't call that a Tom Cruise movie, but that was incredible. I love that Les Grossman character to death. Anyway, I'm talking too much, sorry. Let's get into Tom Cruise. Rich Hall talking about how Tom Cruise films are all the same. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And let's see what Rich Hall has to say. Here we go.
Save animals. I'm pretty sure you're not going to do it by buying cosmetics. Pretty sure you can't walk into the body shop and buy some burdock root peppermint oil foot scrub. And some little badger somewhere in Scotland is going to go, wow, I feel a whole lot better about my life right now. Somebody's buying that burdock root peppermint oil foot scrub. I don't see the point in testing cosmetics on rabbits anyway, because they're already cute. Slather some lip gloss and eyeliner all over. Now they're all gussied up like some $3 whore. There's no dignity in that for a rabbit whatsoever.
I guess this just started in the middle of a rant of his, because I don't think that first 5 seconds we didn't get any context to that.
Cosmetics, test them out on big game because they stink. Get up under a hippopotamus there and get some roll-on deodorant under his arm.
She came running. I'm about to put her to sleep.
Okay. Bye, see you soon. Sorry, I had an interruption there by the little one, so I had to take a break.
You want to test out cosmetics? Test them out on big game because they stink. Get up under a hippopotamus there and get some roll-on deodorant under his armpit. See how fresh and self-assured he stays all day, huh? Little lip gloss on a beaver. Real beaver. Stay with me, fella. Real beaver. Right? Dam-building, log-eating beaver. If he's charged through 60 logs and he's still wearing that lip gloss, that's some damn good lip gloss right there, ladies and gentlemen. You know this whole thing about, you ever meet someone famous and you tell your friends, and then they say, well, what was he like? Because all they really want to hear is that he was a prick.
That's so true. That's so true. Tell me a terrible story about this motherfucker. Oh, God.
That's why they like to say Tom Cruise is the nicest guy in Hollywood. And I always think, well, if I was making $8 million a film, I'd be nice too. Jesus Christ. But I'm not sure he is that nice. Because I always read these articles about how he's so insular and he's into his Scientology and he, stays at a hotel, won't make eye contact with anyone in the hotel because he doesn't want to talk about the plots to his new films. Apparently, as if staring Tom Cruise in the face, he would just crack under pressure. What are you staring at? Hey, you want to hear about my new film? Ever seen a Tom Cruise film like he couldn't figure out the plot in about 18 seconds? Oh, Christ. He's a cocktail maker. He's a pretty good cocktail maker, too. Till he has a crisis of confidence and can't make cocktails anymore. Then he meets a good-looking woman who talks him into being a better cocktail maker. A riveting piece of cinema that was. Then he's...
I watched that movie one time, and I was like, dude, this is... I thought it was terrible. So each their own, though.
He's a race car driver. Pretty good race car driver, too. So he has a crisis of confidence. Can't race cars anymore. Then he meets a good-looking woman who talks him into being a better race car driver.
Yep.
Then he's a jet pilot. So we're starting to see a pattern emerge here. Pretty good jet pilot? Yes, he was. Until he had a crisis of confidence, couldn't fly jets anymore. Then I believe he met a good-looking woman who talked him into being a better jet pilot. Then he was a sports agent. Then he was the brother of a retarded guy. He was a pretty good brother of a retarded guy until he had a crisis of confidence and wasn't so sure he was such a good brother of a retarded guy. And then he met a good-looking woman who talked him into being a better brother of a retarded guy. Then he was some...
He's got it down. He's got it down. Oh my God.
Brother of a retarded guy until he had a crisis of confidence and wasn't so sure he was such a good brother of a retarded guy. And then he met a good-looking woman who talked him into being a better brother of a retarded guy. Then he was some kind of... I don't know what he's in now. War of the Worlds. Maybe he fights the world. You know what? I bet he's a pretty good world fighter. But at some point, he'll probably have a crisis of confidence. He's going to meet a good-looking woman who convinces him it's okay to fight the world. Could be a Scrabble player for all I care. He's a pretty good Scrabble player. Till he draws all vowels. Has a crisis of consonants. And he meets a lovely Welsh woman who teaches him a lot of words he's never heard before.
Oh, man. Yo, that was awesome, that Tom Cruise bit. No wonder this is a... No wonder you recommended this to me, Mr. Murdoch. Oh, man, that was fucking hilarious. Yeah, all the ones he mentioned are all the same for the most part. I'll tell you what, the ones he mentioned, Cocktail. Dude, that movie's terrible. I'm sorry if you're a cocktail movie fan, but I did not like it. To each their own, though. There's probably something good about it. I just haven't recognized it. The original Top Gun, I was not a big fan of, but I thought it was pretty cool. The more recent Top Gun, I thought was awesome. That was so much fun. What was the other one he named? Then he's a sports agent. Actually, yeah, that's probably my second favorite Tom Cruise movie. Is I got his thing right up there. You see that? That's him. Show me the money. Yeah, that's up there. And then he was a race car driver. I don't think I've ever watched that beginning to end. But I heard that one was, what was it, Days of Thunder or something it was called? But I've heard that was basically like Top Gun on wheels. It was basically the same exact movie, just as a NASCAR driver. But most of those movies that he mentioned were Tony Scott films. The director, the brother of Ridley Scott, who sadly ended his own life like a decade ago. Probably longer than that now, probably 13 or 14 years ago. So, yeah, it just goes to show you, man, you don't know what's going through people's heads. They could be happy, seem like they're happy, and you just don't know. So hug somebody today, will you? Please. Usually I say something like call them a Muppet for me, but after bringing that up, give somebody a hug. They probably need it, you know. But Rich Hall, yeah, that bit was awesome. That bit was awesome. I can see why Mr. Murdoch likes that clip. And Rich Hall, yeah, funny guy, man. Funny guy, man. I won't try to pry him away from you guys. I know he's yours, so please don't try to fight me over that, because I get it. Anyway, much love. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want, and I'll see you again soon. Peace out.